Hello, welcome to day 26 of 30 days React challenge. So let's start. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, do consider subscribing. Views are getting high, but subscribers are less. So yeah. Okay, validate sign up form, 60% acceptance rate. In this coding challenge, we have provided you with a very basic sign up form that collects some information from the users. Your task is to add validation to the form to improve the user experience. You need to make sure the first name is not empty, last name is not empty, email address is valid, password is 8 characters, confirm password matches the password. Error messages in example section, display them below the relevant input. Let me see code. Okay, so they are using input and below that they are showing error. Okay, handle submit method to show all the alert only if all the input values are accepted. Alternatively, display only the relevant error messages. Okay, error should be displayed only after the user has pressed the sign up button. Okay, if there are no errors, call console.log form submitted successfully. Okay, they want error like this. Got it. Okay, makes sense. And they have mentioned all the errors and all. So this is a actually really nice problem, but I would have expected this like on 13th or 14th day or maybe before that. But anyways, so let me see how many entries do we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 input fields we have. So normally, if you remember, we have been using use state, right? So we can use 5 use state for all the 5 values. And again, for errors also we were using use state. So again, 5 use state for 5 errors also. So that's a most common thing that you might think of as you are starting learning in React. So there will be 10 different use state. Okay. Now what if in future we think of adding 5 more entries like address 1, address 2, state, city, country, those kind of things. So now this sign up form will have like 20 states, okay, or maybe more if we start adding more things. So that time it will become much more complicated and a lot more repetitive. So we will still be using use state, but in a different way. Okay, so what we will do is we'll create 2 use state. Const first I will do form data, set form data. This is the most common convention. You can use any other name, that's completely fine. Use state, which I have imported here, and we'll make value we'll use an empty object in this. Let me define that object. That object will have first name, the value will be null, last name, email, password, and confirm password. Okay, so we have created this use state which will have all these default values. Now we will just be manipulating these values. What is happening? Let me run this. Yes. Now we can use this to control all the values. Okay. So what I'll do is, maybe at start, let's just focus on first name and last name so that it will be much more clearer to you how we can expand on this quickly. Yes. Similarly, we'll use something for errors also. Set errors. In that also we can use this same thing. Yeah. We'll see if we need same thing or not. We'll see this. Now first thing that we have to do is let's not focus on the error part right now. Focus on only the form data part. So as soon as user has typed something, that entry should go into form data, right? So for that, what we will do is we'll create a const handle change. which will accept in an event, okay, and in that we will do something. So what we will do is, we have this name, we need two things from each and every input: their name, meaning either their first name, their last name, what input field it is, okay, either it is email, those kind of things. So one will need its name, they have already written that, and second we will need the current value. So for that, let me do first this on change, we'll call handle change with E. Okay, this will accept the E. Let me console.log I'm just trying out something actually. E dot name, not sure what will be the output for this, and E dot target dot value. Let's see what will the console print for these things. Let me close this actually. And we have written this for handle change only for now. So name is undefined, so maybe we'll have to use E dot target. Clear. And we have the first name. Great. This will work really smoothly. So now my second task should be to save this information in this form data. Okay, so for that, set form data, this will act as a key, right? So what we will do is, we'll create an array inside this. Inside that array we will spread the previous values. So form data, we will spread the previous values and we will add the new value. So for that we will have to add this name followed by their value, which is this. This should, okay, that's an object, not an array, sorry, and that's why it was not working. Okay, so I'll have to check this, how it should be correct, in which format. So once this form gets set, we can console log that form actually. So what we'll do is console.log form plus form data, and we'll see what the value is. So what we can do is, we can start typing Rajat, and let me sign up. We have this object, okay, dot first name. Let's directly cache the first name and let's get rid of this console log. Form Rajat. You can see this value is getting printed here. So basically now you would have understood how we can scale this up quickly. Okay, well, I'll explain you quickly again what we have done. We have used form data as an object. In object we are keeping all the key value pairs which we will need in the input. Okay, we'll focus about errors later on. And I have introduced this on change handle change method. In handle change we are taking the event, and from event we are taking two things. One is the name of that event, so basically it's a Rajat, it's a first name or a last name or an email, those kind of things. And second, it's associated value like Rajat, Thalesra, or the email address that I have. Okay, so this will keep our form up to date. At the same time, we won't have to create same thing again and again. So now we can do copy paste. This already has a name. Copy paste already has a name, password, and then confirm password. See, okay. And from this will keep on setting the form. So you see, we don't have to make any change to handle change. Now we just have to make change in console, which is, sorry, in handle submit. Let's print out all these things, console.log, just to be sure that it is actually working. Actually, I can do it a bit, I can spread this. First name, comma, last name, email, comma, password, confirm password. Okay, so basically we are destructuring this. Okay, so now console.log first name, last name, email, password, confirm password, and let's see if this is working or not. Let's clear this, remove this for now. Let me write Rajat Talesra, email @gmail.com, 123456 12356. Right now we are not validating it. Okay, sign up, and we can see we have got all the values. This is 2, that means password and confirm password, and other values are already there. So now we just have to focus on the error part of it. Great, so let's get rid of this and focus on the error part. So for error part, if first name, I think it should be negation, and what I'll do is let is valid is equals to true. So if this value is not changed, yes, if this value is not changed, then only we will submit this form submitted successfully, otherwise we'll make this false. Okay, so if first name is empty or null, in that case we'll show the error. What will be the error? This first name. Okay, so for that also we'll have to do something similar. Use state, set error object errors, comma, I think it is errors only, right? Yes, errors, comma, and in that first name, last name, what else? First name, last name, email. Now it's just repetitive work actually. Password, confirm password. Okay, now let's do that same thing here, which is first name will have the error that we copied, this one. Okay, so let's have a look at this one actually. Let's see if this error is actually visible, but we will have to set this, we will have to show this error, right? So for that I'll go to this p tag, and in that I'll use errors dot first name, and let me submit this. We get the error. Great. So now we just have to do it a bit more correctly, and I'll also set this is valid false. Okay, so we have checked it for first name. Let's check it for last name. By the way, I'll be using only those errors which they have mentioned. I won't be adding my own errors because I know that that way they have written test case is not the best thing. This they have missed normally edge cases in past, so I'll just follow whatever they have mentioned. Last name should not be empty, and last name. What is next? Email should be valid. Okay, so for that they might have provided regex, or we'll have to Google search this. Yes, this is the regex. Regex is basically a regular expression. You have to match it against whatever type of expression that you want. For example, this simply means that we can use any characters or any alphabets plus dots and all those kind of things, followed by @ and then followed by again @gmail, those kind of things. Okay, so let's copy this. I'll use this regex somewhere on handle chain. No, const regex is equals to, yes. So we will have to check our email against this. So for that, let me copy this, paste it, set errors, email. What's the error for email? Invalid email address. I'm not checking whether it is empty or not. Wait, what is this? Earlier when I was copying it was single character, now it is multi-character. Sorry, single quotes, and now it is multiple quotes. Not sure. No worries. So we'll have to test regex dot test email. Yes, and negation of this. So basically it will test, compare both the regex with the email, and if it works it will give true, otherwise false. I think it works like this only. Let me get rid of this. Why is it not working? Let me make this change. I think it might be creating problem, which is we should render this only when the, yes, we should render this error, this p element, only when first name is available. Otherwise we should not render this. So that's one. I think this should work. Let's open the browser. Let's close this one. Why is it not working? Where have I made mistake? Last name, you can see last name is still visible in p tag because it is taking the space for that, but we haven't used any error in this, so it should not be an issue. Handle change, email, password. Okay, after this we will have to do other things also. That was my mistake. Password null, confirm password null. And now let's submit this. Nope, again password is not defined. PASWORD, confirm password, password and confirm password, password and confirm password. I think everything is defined now. Okay. Let's see. Console.log handle submit. Okay, this is working. So we have first name, last name, email, password, confirm password. First name, last name, password, confirm password. Spelling should not be mistaken. Yes, it is working correctly and it is from form data only. So all of these are correct. Let's remove this one also and again check. Or maybe I should check all the values, what's happening with that. Console.log I hope the main thing about this was the concept, how you should handle forms. So I hope that part is clear. Other than that, these errors are something. Okay. uh, we did this. We added all the logs and we commented this. So let's uncomment this and see where was this error. Okay. This is somehow creating issue. So we have this last name. We have these errors that we are spreading. Maybe using the same key is creating issue, but it should not actually, because we can see the color code for both of these are different. Or previous errors that we should not do right now, I don't think. Let's try out what's happening. Console.log last name error. Okay, maybe, sorry, it might be my blunder actually. So I should have added these checks here also. I haven't added the log for error logs. Last name. Now in that, let me cut this, paste this, and we'll have to show the error, right? Even if it is there. Earlier it might have been there, but we were not logging it. So this is done. Let's fix it for email also. So let's copy this entire thing, paste, email, email, email. That's it. let's get rid of this. Copy, paste, password, password, password. 3 places. We are making changes at 3 places in this. Remove, copy, paste, confirm password, confirm password, confirm password. Okay, let's get rid of this error also, and now it should start working. Let's toggle this, sign up, and we can see the last error also. First error, last name. Let's try other things also. I'm not sure why the first one is not visible, but we'll see all these things in this email. That's fine. And what other errors do we have? Password must be greater than this. Okay, so for that we'll use if password dot length is less than 8, then we'll set this, and in that we'll set this error that password must be greater than 7 characters. Okay, and what's next? Confirm password. Password not equals to confirm password. Then what's the error? They should match. Confirm password, password. Let's rerun this, sign up. Okay, it is showing only the last error and not the other ones. Why is that? What we can do for that is set errors, or maybe we should set this error only once, because they are asynchronous, right? So what might be happening is that before these errors are getting set, before the first error gets set, we are trying to set the second error. That might be the issue here. Got it? So in that case, we can make it a separate object. No worries. We can use something like this. New errors is equals to this entire object, and in new errors I will have to set these things. Dot first name this. I hope it is clear. We are using use state for set errors. It is asynchronous task. So as soon as we have written the first error, we are trying to update it. We are again trying to set second error, but the first one is not finished, and that's why the second one is visible, and that's what is creating issue. So we have come up with this plan. Actually, we should copy this. I know these things can become boring if you are getting error, but that's the cost that I have to bear when I'm trying to do it live. The main concepts in this have been actually to use minimum use state. You can use objects and arrays to minimize that thing, and second one, the asynchronous nature of the use state. So now we will have to set this here, cut, paste, but we don't need all these things. We just need this new error. And let's see, sign up. Nope, again not working. Cannot read properties of null length. Okay, where is this null length? Or password is empty, or this. We are not getting any error for email because we reverted that. That's why. First name, last name. Email error is still not visible. Why? Okay, maybe this should fix it. This is true. The condition was actually correct. Let's do first name, last name, this, and confirm password is not visible, which is fine because even if they are empty, password is matching, right? Both of these are null, and null is equal to null. That's why it will not give error. And let's run these test cases. Not sure what new error we will see, but let's see. It took some time, but the concepts were clear, so it was easy to implement. First is using use state. Try to reduce number of use state that you use. Great, it worked in first time. Really happy. And second one is that use state is an asynchronous task, so it does take time and you have to manage your code accordingly. Great. But it's sad that it is 25th day or something like that and we haven't finished. We have just finished use state, use effect, those kind of hooks. Okay, no worries. That's it. Thank you. Do consider subscribing to this channel. Like these videos, comment and share. Thank you. Bye bye.